Good morning and welcome to ADHD Impulse Day. That's right, I'm letting my ADHD impulses control my day, specifically one of those impulses, which I actually ended up doing a planning around. You'll hear more about it later, it's very exciting. But here I am getting up and out of bed, and the first thing I needed to do was get ready for this super exciting day. I've been trying so hard to now have a morning routine that I can stay consistent with, and I'm doing a pretty good job at that, but today I needed to wake up really early for this fun, exciting activity, which I guess technically isn't an impulse because I planned around it. But anyways, I did a very quick tidy of the kitchen, not a big one, made a decaf coffee, and then just brushed my teeth. And then I'm gonna head into my room, grab my bathing suit. What? Why do I need that? Grab my regular clothes, and then have a good cuddle session with Obi. He is literally the sweetest thing in the world, and I want him to know I love him. And finally, I sat down for a journal session as part of my morning routine.
Morning, everybody. Today's day is all about ADHD impulses. I've been practicing doing my ADHD impulses, but in a healthy way. Last night I dyed my hair red. Not much thought went into that. So the practice kind of ended yesterday. But like 2 weeks ago, I really badly wanted to do a polar plunge. And instead of just going and doing it, I messaged a friend to see if she wanted to do it with me. And we planned. So that's what we're doing this morning. Anyways, we're gonna wait for my friend and then we're going to head out.
100%. These are staying on the front and the
And alas, my impulsive ADHD friend Grace arrived, as well as my assistant Em, who also has ADHD, and off we went to the lake. Grace, how you feeling? The butt strain. So cheers. I want to remind you that this is an ADHD impulse, and so really zero planning went into it other than knowing what day we were going to go to it. And when we got there, surprise, surprise, the lake was completely frozen over. Like thick bitch frozen over. So what have we figured out?
It's too thick. We can't jump off. So we're going to have to walk in.
Hi! Now I'm going to let this play out in all of its glory, but know that this is the coldest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Go, Grace, go!
My feet are so cold. My back thing is not done. I'm not done.
Well, you look warm.
Oh, I don't feel warm.
No way.
I tried to fucking kick the ice, but it fought back. I didn't think it would fight back.
Okay, Grace, how you feeling?
Dude, I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, my toesies.
But we tried, and I think it was pretty fun, pretty memorable.
How did you feel it was?
Very warm. Can't complain.
And so we drove off into the sunrise to get a warm coffee and some lunch, which was so lovely. And we sat down and just chatted.
Peanut butter cookie.
How is it?
It's 10 out of 10.
It's a huge cookie,
No,
like
it's
thick.
thick.
And then we left, but my appetite for impulse activities grew larger. So I knew I needed to do something else today. And then it hit me, date day. I just got here and I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I brought a notebook and a book with me so that I look like I have purpose while there, but I've wanted to take myself on a date for so long, and yet here I am, not wanting to go inside. Follow the impulse, follow the impulse, follow the impulse. So I went to a local brewery that I've been to before and I absolutely love, but never been alone. So I ordered myself a cider and I got to journaling, and I really spent some time just reflecting and eating, but just being alone. It was actually really lovely.
I want to say a couple things before I end this video. Firstly, there are two different types of ADHD impulses. There are the ones that harm us and the ones that help us. For me, I have a lot of ones that will harm me, like buying things that are completely unnecessary or I don't have the money for, and then I suffer the consequences later. Sometimes I have impulses that actually help me, like the impulse to go spend time by myself and do a date by myself, which I wouldn't normally be super interested in doing, but out of nowhere I decided, I felt like doing it. Here is the key to figuring out if it's a harmful or helpful impulse. Let's look at the situation from this morning of me going out and jumping in a cold lake. I want to think about the what if scenarios, okay? There are 2 what if scenarios. There's the first one, the negative self-talk, which is, well, what if there are people there that can see me in the worst shape of my life? What if it is too cold? Or, what if I get stuck under the ice? And then there's the positive what ifs, which is, what if there isn't anyone there? What if I make a beautiful memory with my friends? What if it goes perfectly to plan? Then you have to see if the good outweighs the bad, and if the bad is controllable. For example, the fear that I might get stuck under the ice, can I control that? Yeah, I just don't go under any ice. You can outweigh them based on the circumstance. So that's how I deal with my ADHD impulses. I will also say, if you have the impulse to jump in a frozen lake, make sure you're wearing water shoes. Apparently, I cut myself at some point. It's 5 p.m. and I'm only noticing now. Bye.